Hey guys. So I'm back. As promised, I said that I would post a video that went over the typical meal day blog entry that I posted a few days ago on everydaywomanguide.com. And I wanted to talk a little bit about what I do to prepare for those meals as well as the ingredients that were in them. So my rule of thumb when I'm going to prepare for a week of healthy eating, I visit the grocery store on the weekend prior to. I gather everything that I'm going to need for the office and everything that I'm going to need for home. And then I try to make at least 1 to 2 meals in bulk that can be eaten throughout the week. And then I plan to cook maybe one meal during the week. I have an 8-month-old and a 3-year-old, excuse me, as well as a husband. So it is pretty difficult trying to juggle spending time with all of them as well as sneaking in making dinner. Meal planning is a scary thing for a lot of people, but it literally saved my life. Literally. It is so important. Make it a point to do it every single week. Not a big deal. And if you're doing it every week, you're not going to have to spend hundreds of dollars at the grocery store or spend tons of time. Because if you're doing it on a weekly basis, you start to get in the groove. You know what you need, you know what you don't need. You go straight in and you're straight out. So planning is very, very important. So with the breakfast item that's pictured in the blog post link below, I had a whole apple, 2 scoops of peanut butter, and a boiled egg. It's the perfect quintessential breakfast. You have tons of protein in the peanut butter and the egg, and then you have your fruit, which is, obviously you need servings of fruit throughout the day. So that was breakfast. Snack one, I would typically have nuts and another piece of fruit. Of course, try to make it a different fruit than what you had for breakfast. I personally like almonds. They're very, very nutritional for you. Of course, you can go with peanuts or cashews or any other nut that you particularly care for, but I learned to like almonds, especially when I figured out how much nutritional value they had. So that's snack one. Lunch, I had what I call a loaded salad. I love toppings. So I got spinach. I recommend spinach. It's a very, very good leafy vegetable. It is also very, very high in nutritional value. And I load it with everything you can think of: tomatoes, onion, mushrooms, carrots. What's another item? Black olives if I want. And then I like to top it with a light salad dressing. You'd be surprised how much salad dressing you realize you don't need when you have a salad that is just jam-packed with everything that you love. You learn to love these things and you learn to look forward to them. Every time I would make my salad throughout the week at work, everyone would ask me what the heck was in it. They would ask themselves why they didn't do it. So the salad, you can really, really dress up a salad. That's my point. So that's pictured in the blog as well. So go check that out. Let me know what you think. I try to stick with vinaigrettes for the salad dressing, just because they're a little lighter and don't have as much fat as your ranch and your Caesar and your blue cheese and your Thousand Island. So I like to stick to the lighter salad dressings. I'm trying to minimize as many calories as I can. And then snack two, typically I'm just kind of mundane like that. Another piece of fruit, more nuts, maybe pretzels, unsalted. Try to go with unsalted pretzels if you can. If you can't, baby steps, that's fine. Pretzels are better than potato chips, so, have at it. Dinner consisted of a turkey burger with spinach, tomato, and then it was also on a 12 grain whole wheat bread. So, any bread that you're going to eat, make sure that it's whole grain. Try to get the most nutritional bread possible, the ones with the nuts and the berries and the grains and all that stuff in it. It is so, so good for you. And if you're going to eat the carbs, make sure that they're whole grain, good nutritional carbs. Turkey burgers, a lot of people want to put ketchup and mayonnaise on them. Try not to do that if you can. Mustard is a good substitute for those items. And also, just like with a salad, I typically don't put anything on it. Once you get the tomato on there, it gives it a little bit of a moist taste. If you want to have sharp cheddar cheese or any type of cheese on it, that also helps with moistening so that the sandwich is not so dry, which is what I think is a lot of reason why people like to put the mayo and the ketchup on, because they don't want the sandwich to be so dry. So try those items before you resort to, just having to have ketchup or mayo on it. So that's dinner. If you have to have a snack 3, which I typically didn't, by that time of day, you've had so much to eat. You have properly fed your body, so your body is not starving in any way. So by the time you finish dinner, you really shouldn't be hungry again, but if you are, have a piece of fruit or have some nuts. Do not go overboard. Do not ruin all of your hard work throughout the day. Stick to it. Replenish your body just because it's hungry, not because you're bored or not because you want to have that cookie that you think you deserve because you've been doing such a great job. Don't ruin it. Stick to the plan. End the day with something just as good as you started the day with. So that's a typical meal day. Like I said, plan, and prepare. Take your items to work. Most jobs supply a refrigerator. Stock it like you would stock at home. Get your fruits, get your veggies. If you want to pre-cut things at home, you can do that. I just take everything to the office. I bring a sharp knife and I have it there. I keep it at the office. I slice my tomatoes, I slice my carrots, I slice my cheese, whatever it is that I'm eating for the week. I go ahead and pre-slice it and I put it in my fridge at work. And a lot of jobs these days are encouraging healthy eating. So, if you're kind of, vacillating back and forth, oh, should I take up time and do this or take up time and do that? The reality is this is your health, this is your livelihood, and a lot of employers are encouraging good health and wellness. So, take advantage of that. Take advantage of the fact that everyone wants to see you come out on top and see you do well with your eating habits. So, with that being said, if there are any questions, comment below, let me know. If you like the video, subscribe. If you have other topics or other items that you want to know more about, let me know. My next video will 9 times out of 10 be some healthy recipes that I'll go through. I'm not sure if I'm going to be introducing like physical ingredients, but I do want to give some of you guys other meal options. And if I don't make a video on it, you'll definitely get another post from me with just some photos of things that I've cooked and prepared that have been great, that my family has loved, that I've loved, and that have worked for me. So I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say. Follow me on Instagram at Mrs. O_everydaywoman. Follow me on Snapchat at Mrs. Court Faith Low. And I look forward to hearing from you guys.